Summer market is always crazy, but July tends to be one of those months. And understand that as a real estate attorney, the trends that I see, I'm really always kind of a month behind what the lenders and the realtors are looking at, right? Because I'm looking at whatever you guys put under contract in June, which is targeting to close for July. And July traditionally is one of the slowest summer months that we see, in large part because a lot of folks have vacations scheduled or time off, maybe travel. So they really prefer to close in June or in August. So July is usually one of the slowest months. Now, of course, in COVID times last year, July was like epic. It did not matter what month it was. Everybody was looking to close all the time because there was no travel. So this year, I think with the increased number of people taking trips and trying to get away, we're seeing now more than ever, July has definitely hit that kind of traditional slowdown. So Matt, I was curious what you've seen relative to any loan applications in June or contracts that you're putting under contract with July target close dates going into August opposed to the July timeframe.
It's definitely slowed down a little bit. I mean, there's still a lot of important business going on, though. I know my refinances have kind of gone away a little bit. That's probably because everybody that was able to refinanced, and that's great. But rates are still low, so people that are looking to buy properties are, whether it's an investment property or a second home or your new primary residence, are still getting great mortgages.
From a application perspective, from a buyer's perspective, all of the indicators that we're hearing is that this is all still very much moving forward, especially at that first-time home buyer price point. It's a really, really low inventory market still. We're not seeing a flood of inventory, so the houses are still extremely competitive. First-time buyers are really going to have to figure out more strategic ways with the help of their agents, their attorneys, their lenders, of making their offers as competitive as possible in order to actually get those bids accepted. First-time home buyers, need to understand getting those offers accepted is definitely going to be the very first level. And then from there, really not a lot has changed in COVID times, in non-COVID times, because we are transitioning into more normal closings. We are absolutely still working very closely with buyers to make sure that all of their questions are asked and answered, especially because of the complexities that we're seeing in these transactions, some of those strategic offerings, Matt, that we're kind of alluding to here. Not that there's a hard and fast rule of getting your offer accepted, because each individual circumstance is going to be uniquely different. And I think that's why the time that you had mentioned invested with each in particular client has to be really kind of catered to what are their financial circumstances that will allow for potential appraisal gaps of financial contributions, or putting down a bigger down payment, maybe waiving contingencies or eliminating closing cost credits. Those are all some of the strategic tips that really has to happen off the jump in order to be a first-time home buyer. So because of all of those issues that are happening, I think at the executory stage, right before you go under contract, we really are looking to work with these clients once they're in that contract phase to make sure that they have all of their questions asked and answered. Because if you miss a contingency, you may not have another one to get out if there is a problem that you foresee, or if there is any kind of financial hardship that's incurred during the transaction.